Why did I do Traka 560? Yeah, it's one of those questions that you ask yourself a lot of times. I'm Steve Willis and I did Traka 560. Where's Sam?
Oh my God.
And the GPS here, please.
Just over there.
Yeah.
Perfect.
What happens? Did it go red after 5 seconds or?
The two legs are blinking.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Gracias.
Sweet.
Right. Traka. Yeah, the strategy itself, to be honest, came together a couple of days beforehand. I hadn't really looked at it a lot. With opening the store, having done the training for 2.5 months, yeah, I kind of went into a little bit more loose than my last ones. Originally, the plan was just to ride it, and then I think once I got closer to planning it and doing it on the day, I really started to think about this idea of 28 hours and how that would be possible. And the majority of the planning came down to how do you keep that to an hour of pause time over the 28 hours. That was the only way it was going to work. The nutrition then meant carrying a lot more and limiting having to be reliant on anyone other than what I have on me and what I can do. And so the plan was 120 grams per hour. It was across 50 gram gels. And then I carried 1.5 kilos of drink mix, which equated to about 21 litres over the 28 hours. And the idea was gels throughout. I had some pre-packed burritos that I could eat on the bike to save time. Picked up one bocadilla and yeah, just continuous drink mix. Yeah, I mean, in the days leading up, I think there was probably the first time I really had to understand for myself that I'm probably coming into it a little bit undercooked than what I'd like. I'd been off the bike for 7 months last year, right up until December. And I basically started training in January. And whilst I had an incredible kind of 2 and a bit months and really felt like I got my base into a nice place, with opening the store, it kind of took on its whole new world and things slowly more from long days in the saddle to Regent's Park and not as much of the really like built up fatigue back-to-back days. That's where like the psyche of understanding like where can I make it up, and that's why the pause time became such a tool in my own head. I felt like I could not worry about the distance. I've done it before. I can do it again, but like, can I do it at capacity? Can I push myself to the limit and get through for that long? And so I guess kind of, yeah, just had to kind of brace myself for the mental side of it.
Go, Steve, go!
Yeah, when I cracked the rim, I was only 2.5 hours in, 70 Ks. You're in the depths of, it was an excessively fast start, averaging over 30, felt like a race. Adrenaline is running, heart rates are up. And that's when I finally stopped and had a good look at the actual rim. And yeah, when I saw the crack, I don't even know what I thought really. I went into a bit of a panic. I'm 70 Ks in, I've got Rich out on road following me. The portal guys are out there. You know, my wife's come over, Phil and Zach are there, and you start to think about the fact that you can't finish. Update. I'm at 90k, 3 hours 40. I've cracked my fucking rim. It's holding, but it should be fine. I've had to gas it twice, but big old fucking crack.
How's the wheel?
Dude, I got a massive crack in my rear wheel.
Yeah, but let's see how it
It'll
goes.
be fine.
You'll be fine.
I think I got probably got fucking huge hurt.
Come on.
Even though you want to, but then you're like, hang on, can I finish? Is the rim fine? And I guess it was just like a minute or two of, fixing the tire again, and then just getting into a mental state of like, well, it's cracked now, what's the worst that can happen? I've just got to keep riding. And if it lasts, it lasts, and if it doesn't, it doesn't.
Killing it, mate.
Let's go, buddy.
Have fun.
Do you want a lift?
That's right.
Not as nice as yours, mate. How you feeling?
Love the fucking Coke. Got 6 litres of drink mix. It's already started. I'm good. I'm gonna put on my leg warmers and then get the lights going. I just need to see this descent. It's only 30 k's from here,
Yeah.
but it's that super gnarly. I just have to take it real slow. But let's have a look buckle. But outside of that, we keep moving. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey,
Big man.
how you doing? Trials and tribulations. 2 more plugs.
Really?
That descent was as bad as everyone talked about. So I ordered my food and I'll be show you. Estoy ahí fuera, pero igual entramos. I'm dreaming of this marina. Yeah, riding through the nights, I think it gets spoken about a lot, and I've had some conversations with people about it, and I think until you do it, it's quite hard to fully describe it or even explain it to people. I mean, it's excessively fun, but also excessively weird. It's pitch black, you're in the middle of nowhere, there's nothing going on around you. So yeah, you feel very small in the magnitude of the world, which is quite nice. I think it's where you probably can start to really question yourself and why you're doing it, and is it worth it? Around about 320 Ks, I got into stop 3, and I was filling my beat-ons, and I just felt a bit stiff. And I said to Rich, "Oh, my back's a little bit sore."
Yeah, good, you? Not yet.
And didn't think much of it. Thought, you know what? I haven't spent this long on my bike in a long period of time. As I mentioned, probably a little bit undercooked in terms of like building a lot of fatigue and training through it.
You're the one riding 560k.
Not doing it again.
For fun.
Doesn't feel like fun. This is the swan song. That's what this has turned into. I'm gonna film you for the 400. So
Yeah? Alright.
Yeah. Right. Hey, man.
Mate, I'll see you in the morning.
Yeah, it wasn't until about 450 Ks where it just felt like it seized up on me. Rolled in, could see the crew, just didn't want to stop. Didn't know if I was going to make it to the 470.
Hey, do you want a cinnamon bun?
Nah. Thoughts of scratching start entering your head, but then you're like, I'm literally 80 Ks from the finish. Like, how is this happening now? I've never had a feeling of wanting to scratch or thinking that I have to, and it's probably the first time I've been in an event or even some of these long days where I felt like I'm going to have to potentially call it. And I think, yeah, you kind of get into a state of panic around, are you letting people down? Are you letting yourself down? Why can't I finish? Thinking about that 470 stop, from about 450 to 470, like the head was racing. Yeah, I rolled up, and in my head, I was battling the fact that I thought everyone was going to tell me, duty of care, and that I shouldn't be riding through this, and your back's not worth it. What I didn't realise until speaking to everyone after, which was hilarious, was they were all talking about how to get me through and get me to the finish line. So I think it was quite an uplifting experience. Like, these races are very much you, yourself. They're self-supported from the word go. And I've never done one where I've had, whether it's film crew, friends, family, on the side of the road. And yeah, like, people can argue that this becomes unself-supported, and that's fine. I think everyone gets their own journey in a way, right? Without that stop and without the crew there to help me out and get me through and get me off the bike, I would not have been able to finish. There was no chance. I think, yeah, everyone wants to feel part of something bigger in a team a lot of the time. And so it kind of drives you because you've got these people in your corner and you want to finish it for them as much as you want to finish it for yourself. So yeah, the stop, as painful and as disgraceful as it looks, me getting off the bike was probably the best part of the entire ride, which is just stupid to say. Yeah, and I think it's just something that I'll have for a long period of time, is having people support you like unconditionally to get through and push you to your absolute limit. It was really cool. After that stop and kind of my feelings, obviously I was pretty high in terms of wanting to finish and feeling like it's possible now.
Hell yeah, dude. 200, A grade, coming through.
Yeah, like adrenaline picked up again. We were weaving in and out of the 200k race. I'm haven't slept and done 560 with bags, and there's people flying past, so you kind of got your wits about you a bit more, and your heart rate goes up again. But overall, it was just like this feeling of like relief that I knew I was going to finish, and that I could kind of soak in that final, 50 odd Ks, and knowing that I would get back and everyone was there waiting at the finish line. Yeah, going to those like final few Ks, I was definitely ready to be off my bike. You're constantly checking how many Ks you've got left, and you feel like you're just constantly looking at it tick over. But no, coming around that corner and seeing the finish line and seeing everyone there and everyone cheering and supporting, and just Traka itself, it was Saturday afternoon, it's a massive vibe. So there was a massive sense of relief, massive sense of gratitude to everyone that was there. And then, just feeling pretty proud about it all, really. I think I'd already come to grips with the fact that I wasn't going to hit my goal, but I felt like I had got something much more out of it. So I was very happy. What's next? Yeah, I mean, everyone's probably watched me say 100 times over in this film that I'm not going to ever do anything again, but you never know. There's potentially a couple of things that might creep their way back in, so just have to figure it out as it comes up.
I don't know how that stayed together, man. It's like all the way through. Yeah, now.